So, it's been a while since my last matcha vlog. So, makikita nyo nakaset up tayo. Today, I'm gonna use a transparent cup. I got this from Dunkin'. But I usually use this for my matcha. Kasi I'm a slow sipper, so I prefer, ano bang tawag sa ganito? Yung parang stainless na double wall. Para matagal matunaw yung yelo. As in, buong araw, nakababad lang usually yung drink ko. And we're gonna try a new type of matcha powder. I've already opened this yesterday. Yamamasa Koyamen. Positive review about this. So, gusto ko talaga siyang itry. So, nagpapabili ako nito sa mga kaibigan kong pupunta ng Japan. However, cannot wait. So, I had to buy it online. This one is 30 grams. In 30 grams muna. This is not the first time that I'm gonna try it. Ang difference niya dun sa usual matcha na ginagamit ko is yung kanyang... sorry. Kaya ako tumalikod kasi kukunin ko yung luma. Ito talaga yung usual kong matcha na gamit. Like for daily. Yan siya. Koyamen look. Yung pagka-green niya. It's more fine and the difference, what I've noticed is smell niya pag nilagay mo na yung tubig. Make my matcha. And I'm so excited to make this video kasi I want to get my initial reaction sa milk na kabibili ko lang kanina. I got it from an online app. I've heard dun daw usually nakakabili nun. So, ayan, ito yung usual setup ko para lang makita nyo. Yeah. So, this is my kitchen. Nakikita nyo yung mic, may obstruction. But, yeah, this is my smiski. I love smiskis. My cats. Dito ko nilalagay yung mga, scooper. And that's my whisk. I love this one. I got it from Temu. And my matcha bowl. Yung terno niyang bowl nandun sa taas. But I prefer this one today. Just because. Okay? Let's go make our matcha. First, you have to have a weighing scale. I weigh my matcha powder now. Before, I usually eyeball everything, pati yung gatas ko. And it makes a difference, guys, if you're gonna measure everything. I suggest you measure it. At saka, alam nyo, mali ko pala. Hindi pala inaalis yung silver foil pag open. Ginawa ko, sinalin ko siya. So, don't be like me. I'm still learning. Let's put into 0. And your preferred ratio of matcha green. This time, I'm not gonna use any sweetener for my matcha. Just to get a hand of how it tastes like without any sweetener. Para, alam mo yun, para dun ma-adjust yung preferred ratio ko for the sweetener for my daily drink. Tignan pa natin. Sorry. Ganito talaga ako gumamatcha. Like, I concentrate. And ang init ngayon, promise. Hindi ako naka-AC. Kapapatay lang kasi pero pinapawisan na ako kagad. And napansin ko dito, fine. Sobrang fine niya. Ayan o, namumuo siya. Sabi nila, pag namumuo daw yung matcha powder mo, that's a good sign. So, kapag nalagay mo siya sa room temp, it tends to clump. So, it's very good that you also invest on a good sift. I also got this from Temu. Kulang pa? No, I think that's enough. That's enough, I think. Okay, kulang pa daw. I like my matcha, being blended well sa milk. So, the only milk that I trust so far is outside. Like, I've tried variety of trending milks and it always disappoint me. Ito lang talaga yung maayos, I swear. Okay, sakto siya. This is what it looks like sa bowl. But I've already have hot water prepared. I'm planning to buy gooseneck kettle. Kaya tayong may na preserve niya yung certain heat. So, yeah. While we wait na nakababad yung aking whisk, let's do our matcha paste. So, do you also do the matcha paste technique wherein you're gonna put in water, then you're gonna whisk it until it's pasty like this. So, ayun na, naamoy ko na siya. By the way, I've been making matcha since 2025 lang. I'm not sure. I was trying to recall yesterday kung bakit nga ba ako nag-start mag-matcha. Tinanong ko si Pert. Hindi niya rin maalala. Pero, as I've remembered, naghahanap ako ng alternative sa coffee. Hindi ko gusto yung jitter effect. As in, iba mag-react yung katawan ko sa kape. Now that it's pasty like this, we're gonna put the second part. You research your own ratio. I don't usually disclaim kung ano yung dapat, kung ilan dapat yung measurement, because it really depends on your preference sa matcha. So, marami namang mga basic golden ratio daw online. You can research it. Especially when you're just starting making your own matcha. So, it's the part where you power whisk because it has to froth. You have to have that beautiful microfoam finish. I didn't have proper training on how to make matcha. I just learned online, but soon I'll be attending a whole course of matcha making workshop. See how it microphones. This one is, yeah, this is what I'm talking about kapag super fine yung grains. Ang dali niyang mag-microphone. Like, less effort. To be honest, hindi ganito yung usual matcha ko. Hindi siya ganito kabilis mag-foam. Tsaka, ayan. Pag ginano mo siya, it's bouncy. See that? Yeah, let me show you. See that? So, I'm fine with this. So, let's use our milk. I bought two of these, the blue one and the red one. I think this has more fat milk because they said this is more on the creamy side. So, let's shake it well. Share ko lang, ang cute talaga ng Smiskies ko. Tignan nyo. Oh, nag-exercise siya, tsaka mga pusa. Ayan. So, what I usually do with my matcha, I prefer sa bottom yung matcha. And then, ihalo ko na yung sweetener. But since we're not gonna use any sweetener, I'm gonna put first yung milk just to see also the consistency of our matcha. Okay? Oh, nakasarap pa pala. Excited na ako. Nakikita ko lang kasi ito online. And so far, wala akong nakikita ng negative review. Pero the others, trust me, for the content lang. Okay. Kaya, this is for you guys. If ever, I'm gonna give my honest review. If hindi siya okay, hindi siya okay. Me, I like my matcha pa rin yung nangingibabaw. Iba kasi, hindi mo na malasahan yung matcha. So, I'm gonna put a bit of milk. This ratio is not the usual ratio I'm gonna use. I'm gonna put less. Okay. That's that. And then, I think what I'm gonna do next is put the ice first. Net pala inuna ko yung ice, no? Nalimutan ko na kasi yung usual way ng pagtimpla. Usually talaga sa bottom yung matcha ko. Ang ice dito. May mga ginawa ako kanina. Okay. I usually put 5 of these. 5 yan. Okay. Now, let the magic start. Wow. Okay. So, we cannot afford to waste those matcha residue. So, what I usually do is I put the milk here and then whisk it again. Of course, according pa rin sa ratio mo. Because in this economy, you just can't afford. Time ko siya matitikman with matcha. But the milk alone, I haven't tried it. Yan. So, since nasama na siya, lalagay ko yung tira dyan. Para hindi sayang. Dahil mahal. By the way, I got the Koyamin matcha powder from the Orange app. It's around 1,000 plus, I can't remember. But it's like around 1,200. So, di natin afford na mag-aksaya. Just let me get my straw. And, okay. And then, tsaka ko i-adjust yung lasa ng tamis ka ng sweetener. Or if you're gonna add sweetener, I think you're just gonna put a bit. Okay? Initial reaction? The taste of matcha is a bit bland for me. I think kailangan dagdagan ng onte if yung ratio na ginamit ko is ganun karami ng sa gatas. But I don't think I'm gonna put sweetener. Maybe a bit. Siguro mga around 5 to 10 ml lang. Para may dating. But so far, this is good. Nandun nga siya sa mas creamier side. Hindi niya na-overpower yung lasa ng matcha. Though, I think nagkulang ako sa ratio ng matcha ko. But yeah, this is good alternative, especially nagkakaubusan na ng outside po. But good thing I was able to secure 1 box for my small business at Kapikat. So, papatikim natin kay Pert. Kasi sabi niya, i-try ko daw muna ng walang halo. Like, pure matcha and milk lang para daw mas ma-adjust nga yung lasa. So, we're gonna get his opinion. Kasi siya talaga yung nagbarista eh. Okay guys, so that's my Friday matcha. And tinagdagan ko siya. Sabi ni Pert, mas okay daw yung lasa if lalagyan ng sweetener. So, I've tried 2 pumps of sweetener, but it was a bit sweet. But since nahalo na siya, I'm suggesting siguro mga 1.5 pump. Next time, i-measure ko kasi I'm not really sure what's the measurement for that kind of pump. But yeah, if you're looking for an alternative like me sa milk, you should really invest on milk. And so far, outside lang talaga yung nangibabaw before. But I guess may tatalo na sa kanya. And that would be this Meiji Deluxe milk. So far, yun lang yung review na nakita ko online na okay talaga. Kasi I don't really get convinced sa mga TikTok reviews. More on sa Reddit ako nagbabasa. And so far, yun yung medyo credible na mga reviews na nababasa ko. And Meiji, wala akong nakita any negative review using it with matcha. So if you want to try Meiji is a whole milk, sabi nila. So, but if you're kind of calorie conscious, hindi siya advisable kasi marami yung fat milk content niya. But it's on the creamier side. If you're more on habol mo sa tamis sa lasa, okay talaga siya for me. So far, number one siya when it comes to pairing with matcha. I'm gonna try it with the usual matcha powder I use since ito bago lang din naman sa akin. Ito okay to. You don't need much sweetener for it. Unlike dun sa matcha na ginagamit ko, mas marami yung ratio ng sweetener ko. So, ayun lang. If you're new to making matcha, there's no harm in somehow exploring everything, but I would suggest always try first matcha latte before you explore with other types of flavors para mas mapaglaruan mo yung lasa niya. I'll see you maybe sa susunod na review sa mga bago kong matcha ingredients. You're planning mag-business, then definitely you should be more on the oat milk side kasi mas I think sustainable siya. Ito kasi medyo pricey. This is around 199 pesos. Unless gusto mong ibenta ay kumbaga nasa pricier side, then that's no problem at all para mabawi mo siya doon. Pero ako, I would still prefer oat milk. And oat milk number one for matcha match is oat side. Wala nang iba. Okay, so yun lang. Well, at least that's for me. That's my personal preference as a matcha girly since last year. Pero kung kayo may mga suggestion na pwede kong itry, then definitely I would want to try it because I'm always curious on how to make my matcha better. So, ayun lang. Bye! Nagdakang ko yung matcha.